on the Brown side. But I think Jacoby Brissett's played pretty good considering the circumstances.
Yeah, he's played great for a backup. I mean,
everything. He's definitely earned another job, 100%. 2-1. I mean, with the way the Bengals have played, they've been struggling out of the gate. And then we got the Steelers who can't score and doesn't have an offensive line.
Ravens gave up a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Ravens. So, like, they should feel pretty good of where they're at. And then on the Steelers side, is it time to start Kenny Pickett? Because look at how badly Mitch Trubisky played. Mitch Trubisky could not get the offense going to save his life. Poor Najee Harris. I mean, that offensive line is not doing him any favors. And then the receiver core, they are rotting on this offense with Mitch Trubisky. I wanted to have faith in Mitch Trubisky because I know that Chicago is not the kindest to their quarterbacks. But oh my God, watching this game, I'm like, yup, it's Kenny Pickett time. It's Kenny Pickett time. And now they face the Jets in week 4. They can't beat the Jets. They can't. If they can't score more than 20 points against the Jets, it's time. It's time.
Yeah, and I think Cougar Nation is also coming back against the Jets and Zach Wilson. So hopefully his mom is in attendance at the game. And then, it'll be a great time for everyone there. But I said last week, I think that the Steelers are going to lose on Thursday Night Football. And then the media and the fans are going to be like, wait, is Trubisky actually good? I know we brought him in for Chicago, went and hung out with Josh Allen and Brian Daboll for a bit and those boys. But now it's like, is he really the guy? And my early indication is no. It is hard to learn a new offense. But before this, he was only a one-read guy. If you're asking him, if this guy is not open here or this guy's not open here, can you, figure it out on your own, pass it to someone else? Mitch is like, no, I can't do that. So Kenny Pickett, at least he takes the underneath route. He's more accurate, has a better feel for the game. Even in preseason, this guy walked on the field, threw 15 for 17 in his debut. Highest quarterback rating of any rookie to debut in the preseason. So it's like, I feel like week 5, week 6, or if Trubisky loses to the Jets, it's kind of awkward because you made him a team captain.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you're not giving yourself the best chance to win. And I get Mahomes. Everyone says Mahomes sat out for a year, but Alex Smith is a competent quarterback. Mitch Trubisky has shown he's not even that. I mean, he didn't turn the ball over, but he can't get anything going either. And then your receivers aren't going to be happy and players are going to want to leave.
Yeah, exactly. And with the amount of talent that they have on offense, they should not be at the low end. Like, I understand you have a bad offensive line, but I mean, there is a lot of bad offensive lines in this league or incomplete offensive lines. But your team, you can't have a quarterback that scored 2 touchdowns in 3 games, 1 interception, and a QBR of, what is he, in the 60s at this point? It's a joke. QBR of 77.
Ooh,
I mean,
out of 158.
That's really bad. I mean, give me a break. And plus, don't forget that he has one of the best receiver cores in the league. Yeah. There are 3 stud wide receivers. You have a good tight end, and you have a really good running back. So that offense, maybe it's not the best offense in the league, but can it be, I don't know, middle of the pack? Can it score 20 points against a Browns team that has facing a bunch of adversity? Yeah, it should have been way closer. This is a joke.
Yeah, and my biggest problem is when the eye test tells me watching the game, I was at Buffalo Wild Wings for the first half of this game, and eye test and the vibe I get from everyone was kind of down on Trubisky, and everyone was impressed with Jacoby Brissett. And eye test wise, I shouldn't get the feeling that Brissett is much better than Trubisky. And I felt like he had a much better feel for this game than Mitch did. And Njoku balled out. Amari Cooper played well, and Nick Chubb did his thing. And I feel like the Browns, they get another cupcake next week. So it's like, if you can get to Deshaun with 7 wins, you're what, 7-5, 7-4, or he comes back week 12, week 11.
He comes back week 13 because of the bye.
Week 13. Yeah.
But they'll have 6 games with Deshaun. I assume they'll lose probably 2 of them just because he's getting back in the rhythm. But if they can make the playoffs and Deshaun Watson can get into a rhythm, I don't know, man. This Browns team, their defense played well too. That's another thing. Their defense, they have a lot of guys on defense that can make stops for them. And so I think this offense, when it comes time, when Deshaun comes back, it's gonna make a lot of noise.
Speaking of their defense, did you see Myles Garrett was in the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Myles Garrett, it was kind of a wet night. He saw an animal, he swerved and then flipped his car over. So he had to go to the hospital. Thankfully, nothing serious, but definitely glad to see Myles Garrett healthy because he's one of the best players in our league.